Yes, people, big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself. Whether they're yard or they're abroad, go on, big up yourself. Yes, people, big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself. Go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button. It's free 99. It's free 99, people. Don't cost you nothing. You know we like free. I just want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior for another one, because without him, none of this would be possible, man. Shout out to each and every one of you that continue to like and subscribe to the channel. For those who haven't subscribed to the channel yet, and it's about 50% of you that haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'm not sure what you're waiting on, because I hope you enjoy the content. And if so, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Press that subscribe button, because it is free 99. We are 22 days and counting, people. 22 days and counting until Jamaica take on Trinidad and Tobago in the November window. And we will continue to be keeping up to date as much as possible on the progress of the players that have been called up for the last two windows, and those that are senior players that are supposed to be making their way back into the squad, given that they are healthy. We also going to be talking about who is the most clinical striker currently for the Reggae Boys squad. That's one of the areas that we need to strengthen. We need to get stronger, is in the number 9 position, scoring goals. Yeah, not being creators like in the number 10, but being in number 9 and creating goals and scoring goals, which is most important. Yeah, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior for another one, because without him, none of this would be possible, man. God is the greatest. Definitely, God is the greatest. Big up yourself, Gunners Boss, every time. Big up yourself, Uptown 1G, on your way in. Don't forget to slap up the like button, yeah? Slap up the, get a like button, a box. A big box. Boy! Yeah, a big box. Open hand or back hand. Yeah, man, box up the like button. Box up the like button. And definitely tell me what your thoughts are when it comes to this topic here that I'll be talking about this evening. And yes, you don't know already, my team just box up Atletico Madrid 4-0. Yeah? Let me show you. My striker with the brace. You don't know. One Glock 14 with the brace. Go on, big up yourself. Go on, big up yourself. So you already know I'm buzzing. Yeah, I'm buzzing, man. I'm buzzing. That's 2 wins. You know what I'm saying? We went and we dealt with who was that? Fulham. We did 1-0. Yeah, and we come and we slap up. You know what I'm saying? We slap a box up. Boy. Boy. We say, hold that, Atletico. Hold that at the Emirates. You don't know what I'm saying? So I'm buzzing right now. 2 fantastic wins. The team played fantastic today. Yeah, man. And my striker, yeah, leading the line, the number 9, yeah, that had the most goals in Europe last season. Yeah, got 2 goals today. Yeah, they said it was jamming. Them say it wasn't busting, it was jamming. So it's fitting that we have the conversation about the Reggae Boys squad and see who's the most clinical goal scorer for the Reggae Boys squad. As we count down, you already know we got to do the countdown. It's nothing new. You already know what the deal is. Big up yourself, Ja, ENT, active. You don't know, so we're active out here, man. We active. Hope you're blessed. Oh, go on. Hold on. Hope you're blessed. All right. We also had some games today in the EFL. Yeah, League One and Championship. So we definitely got to talk about our Reggae Boys players that are active that definitely got onto the pitch today. So go on, big up on yourself, yeah? Big up yourself, Father Bling. Bless up, Francis and the chat. What's up, blank for Father Bling? And if you don't know, now you do know, the phone line is active. Yeah, it's active. You can call in and have your say. 416 881-4224. That is WhatsApp only. WhatsApp only, my people. You heard what I said. WhatsApp only. Hit up the number if you got something that you'd like to say to myself and to the people at large. You understand? Go on, big up everybody around the world. Good evening, good morning, or good night, depending on where you're watching from in the world. Even if you're watching on the rewatch, go on, big up yourself. Yeah? I'm buzzing right now. I'm buzzing. What you mean? Buzzing. My team got 2 victories back to back, and I'm loving life at the moment. 1 Arsenal. You understand? Up the Gunners. You don't know the thing already. If you don't know, now you know. Yeah? Because I know so when the Liverpool man them are going talk, them chest big, puffy. When Liverpool are win titles, them chest puffy. Yeah? So I'll take my small victories. Small victories. Yeah? And that's 2 victories that was large today in the Champions League. So let me go and enjoy it. Don't come in here with being a party pooper. You understand? Big up yourself, Gunners Buzz. Active. We say active. We say Atletico Madrid. Hold that. Take it back to Spain with you. You understand? But listen, man, the conversation we're having today is who is, in your opinion, our most clinical striker, most clinical number 9 to lead the line. You understand? For the boys going forward in the November window, which is in 22 days. And also, after we have secured our spot, in the FIFA World Cup, we definitely need to know who's going to be up front, putting the ball in the back of the net. So go ahead and slap up the like button. Box up the like button, yeah? Give the like button a box. Boy! Yeah. Boy, give the like button a box. For me, if you don't mind, I appreciate it. Because it's free. 99! Yeah, man, this is the only place it's free to box the like button. Yo, big up yourself, Jay, every time. Jay, we're active, man. We're active. Big up yourself. So again, like I said, we're going to be checking in on as much of the Reggae Boys players as possible. So just be on the lookout for the information that I'm going to slide your way. But you definitely can let me know who you think is the most, and I mean the most, clinical number 9 that we have a part of the Reggae Boys senior men's national squad. And big up to the U17. U17s definitely got the draw today. U17 boys got the draw today. So looking forward to seeing how those games turn out. About JFF and the Reggae Boys, or what? About JFF and any other sport. Gunners are hot. Liverpool is not. Yeah, man, them dep on a cool off. 4 games in a row. Them we ain't even talking about them because they don't matter at the moment. 4 games. Them lose. We are currently on a winning streak, and we gonna accept it, and we gonna take it, and we gonna celebrate with it. You done know the thing already. Smash up the like button. All right, let's get right into it. So, right off the bat, I'm going to look at, let me see, Barnsley. Wait, no, hold up. Yep. Let me see. So this is Thursday, Saturday. Hold on, who played today? If League One did not play today. Doing that. I gotta watch you. That just chipped out. Eagles Republic, big up yourself. Said just checking in. Yeah, man, go and big up yourself. I don't know why this thing keeps popping out like that. Let's go championship play today. Let's see what's going on with these games in the championship that played today. As we already know, Casey Palmer is currently out with a knee injury, MCL injury to be exact. With an MCL injury to be exact. Why didn't it come up here? Oh, it did come up here. So hold on a second. So I'll go on Yasso. So it don't look like Bobby Reed was in the lineup at all today. So let's see what's going on with Bobby the COVID Reed injury. Let's see if we got any injury. Any injury information. All right. Let's see what's going on with the injuries for Leicester City. Yup. If you would have been on the stream last night, I done told y'all last night. I know it's quick and easy. I told you last night that Casey Palmer got an MCL injury. He took a kick to the knee in practice, and he has not recovered as yet. Actually, he won't recover for a while. Hull City welcome. Let's see. Where is it at? Here we go. Injury boost for Leicester City ahead of Hull City game at Fox's Nurses Attackers. City have 3 concerns at the moment. Winger number 10 Bobby Reed, Weidman. The forward pair are said to be major doubts before kickoff. In addition to City Yorkshire problems, so they didn't give much more information on that. So let's go down here and see if we can. Okay, so Bobby Reed will struggle to feature for Leicester City against Hull on Tuesday night after hurting his hamstring. The attacking midfielder tweaked the muscle during his substitute appearance in Saturday's 1-1 draw with Portsmouth, but played through the final whistle with no further changes available. So Bobby Reed definitely hurt himself, which is not good. He hurt himself in the Portsmouth game. Leicester City had no more substitutions, so he had to now run on a hurt hamstring. And you already know hamstring is one of those muscles that are very, 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 very finicky. You can't just be running up and down on no hamstring. When hamstring, you sit down. When you got a hamstring injury, you sit down. Yeah, man, you hold a seat. When you got hamstring injury, you go hold a seat. Yeah, you don't play with that. You go hold a seat. So the fact that he had to play through that injury is definitely not a good look. Not a good look at all. That is not what you want to hear. That is not what you want to hear. And Bobby Reed is coming off a knee injury, and usually the knee and the hamstring, if the knee goes, then the hamstring is not far behind if not treated properly. Really, really not far behind. And that's not a good look. That's another midfielder that is currently battling through injury, right? So you have Damari Gray, Dimmy, who's working back from an injury for the last 2 windows. Leon Bailey is working back from his injury as he has played, but he's working back into being 100% fully healthy. Not to say he's not fully, but like 100%. Casey Palmer just took a lick on his knee. Just kick off Casey Palmer's knee. He got an MCL injury that is, they say 6 to 10 weeks. Hopefully he don't need surgery. If he needs surgery, you can just add another 4 weeks to that, 3 to 4 weeks, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but that's in my opinion. I can give my opinion. Also, you look at Bobby Reed that was injured for the September window. He came back for the October window, and you could tell he wasn't really himself. Then with an injury like that, he went and played on a surface in Curacao that is not really good for people. For one, players that are coming back from an injury, and 2, if you got a muscular injury. Yeah. He played through it. went ahead and played for the Reggae Boys. We're not sure if he felt something, he tweaked something during that game, because Bobby Reed is tough. He's going to play right through it. Joe Latibodaire, we know, picked up, still dealing with that knee issue. He was on the bench as a substitute in the game versus Curacao, but he wasn't a substitute for the game versus Bermuda at the National Stadium. He went back to Coventry, and his knee swelled up on him, and he didn't end up playing that first game back for Coventry. So there's a lot of things that we have to keep into perspective as we got 2 massive games coming up in November. Slap the like button if you get a chance. You understand? So it says here, Bobby Reed will struggle to feature for Leicester City against Hull on Tuesday night after hurting his hamstring. The attacking midfielder tweaked the muscle during his substitute appearance on Saturday, but played through the final whistle with no further changes available. The manager said he couldn't sprint during the final 15 minutes, and he suggested that he won't be able to play when City heads to Hull on Tuesday evening. So he couldn't sprint on it. So you already know hamstring injuries. You gotta take your time with hamstring injuries. Yeah, because they get worse by the second, not by the day, not by the minute, by the second. Hamstring injury can go from bad to horrible very, very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Very quickly. So we gotta watch that. Yeah, because Bobby Reed, again, was on a knee injury. I'm not sure if it's on the same leg. Because if it is, then that's a cause for concern. Let me see. 7 months remains a doubt. The winger has missed 2. So that's what's going on with Bobby Reed right there. All right. So let's go. So Bobby Reed didn't make it. Casey Palmer in these 2 games. So we don't need to look at that anymore. Where we at? Okay, so today, let's go look at Let's go and look at Coventry. Yeah. So Coventry, let me see. Joe Latibodaire, not on the bench, still dealing with that injury. So no Joe Latibodaire right there. Big up yourself, everybody in the chat. Let me see. Eagle Public, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, let me go back. Facts, hamstring is no joke. Definitely, Jay. Hamstring is definitely no joke. 2 midfielders out now. Jaja. At least they're out for now. Yeah, we got 22 days. 22 days to kind of watch and see, what exactly is going to take place. With all these Reggae Boys injuries, I am reminded of my granny, Becca. Bad luck is worse than Obia. Big up One Umbrella Sports, JM, howdy to Jay, Gunner's Boss, the host, Father Bling, and all the chat. Bless up yourself. One Father Bling. Up top, Father Bling. Up top, One Umbrella Sports. Big up yourself. Don't forget the phone number is rolling across the bottom of the screen. 416-8814-224. WhatsApp only. Subscribe and like. It's free. 99 people. Let's go. The countdown continues. You already know the countdown continues. The countdown is on, people. Let me see here. General information. Does anyone realize that Amari Bell actually plays on the left side of midfield for Charlton Athletic? He played more like they would use like an inverted role. You understand? But he really plays that left back position. So let me see. Let me go and check out for Joel Latibodaire real quick. Joel Latibodaire. Let's see what's going on. What's being said? Joel Latibodaire, who has not played so far this term due to a summer knee injury, went away with Jamaica over the past break and used unused sub. Blah 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 blah. So no new information. That's just the same information when it comes to Joel Latibodaire. His knee is still not cooperating with him just yet, which is not good because we need a player like Joel Latibo there. So let's keep it moving when it comes to that news and information. So let's move on to the next game. The next game and the next Reggae Boy players that will be playing. So let's move right along. No, we're going which way? No, this way. Today. Okay, so we go Charlton Athletic. Charlton Athletic. You already know that the two players that usually play. So Amari Bell, like Eagle Republic just said, he played in the midfield, right? Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all right here. Hold on. In case you think it is Maple Leaf. There go Amari Bell. Amari Bell played in the midfield, right? Usually playing at left back. He played in the midfield. We did not see Tyrese Campbell. Tyrese Campbell was on the bench to start this game. And Tyrese Campbell came in the game. Let's see. Tyrese Campbell came in at the 62nd minute of this game. The 62nd minute. So Tyrese Campbell definitely working himself back into shape. Big up to everybody in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. So again, two of the players that I've always said to you time and time again, they play consistently and they usually play anywhere between 70 and 90 minutes every game. And that would be Greg Lee and Amari Bell. Yeah, you can guarantee that one. You can guarantee that one right there. But y'all gotta let me know, because I want to know from you who's the most clinical Reggae Boy striker currently. Who's the most clinical Reggae Boy striker currently? Come on, people, hit the like button, man. It's free 99. You get me? You come in the house, hit the like button. Come on, hit the like button. It's free. It's free. No, he played on the left. He played left mid today. But he usually plays left back. He plays on the left side of midfield. Left side. He plays left back majority of the time. But today they played him at left mid. So I have to agree with you on that one for sure. For sure. All right, you're not trying to get... Come on. Load up the game, man. Load up the game. No. We're going this way. What you saying, blood? All right. Moving right along. Go over to Birmingham City. Big up to Chorus. What's up, Blanc for Chorus? What you saying, Chorus? Big up yourself. Chorus. Duvon Mitchell. Yeah, I was watching the game. Big up yourself, Duvon McNeil. Big up. Bless up One Umbrella Sports. Okay, you blessing him up. One Sherman Scott. Up top. Wanna like up the video. Big up Sherman Scott. One done. What y'all say? Bossa Blanc. It's funny enough. I'm gonna get to that comment in a second. Big up Andrew Gart. Big up. Medea. Wagwan. Nexus Sports family. What's going on, brother? PI. Chorus. Big up. You don't know the thing, go. Up. They're saying Bobby Reed has a hamstring tweak, so might not be that bad. The thing about it, which the tweak is fine, but if you're running 15 minutes because there's no substitution on a tweaked hamstring, that can get really bad, Jay. That can go from bad to worse very, very quickly. Very, 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 very quickly. Very quickly. Very, very quickly. You understand? That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, man, slap up the like button, man. Slap up the like button. The way the Reggae Boys thing is looking, midfielders Trevor Morris and Daniel Johnson may turn out to be the stones that the builder refused. Well, well, you might have a point there. But you know what's so funny, Eagles Republic? I wanted to tell you this, right? Greg Lee actually plays more left mid than Amari Bell at his club. You could go check it out. Check it out if you don't believe me. He plays actually more left midfield than Amari Bell. All right, let's check it out. So Damari Gray, Birmingham took on Preston. Let's see. Is that today? I just want to make sure that's today. That's today, no? Yep. So Damari Gray definitely didn't start the game. Let's see when Damari Gray came onto the pitch. I hope he doesn't have any niggles, any knocks that he's dealing with. Damari Gray came in at the 54th minute. 54th minute. So Damari Gray got about 55 minutes of runtime versus Preston today. Today, people. Today. All right, let's wait till that load up right there. Ravo should definitely play if Reed is injured. There really isn't nothing that's definite. You'd like to think so. That'd be good, but I don't know about the definite. The definite part is a tough one to call because the powers that be would have made that call already. They would have made that call already if it was something. You understand? We're 20. Where it says it's 23 days away, people. Away from the Reggae Boys taking on Trinidad and Tobago in Trinidad at the Hasty Crawford Stadium. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. So that's what's going on for today's game for the championship. Let's see what's going on in League 2. See what's going on in League 2. So no games going on in League 2. One game went on in League 2. So we on the watch for Crawley Town. They're gonna be playing on Saturday at 10 a.m. I understood that the last game they played on Saturday. Let me see. Kaheem Dixon wasn't on the bench and he also did not play. So we're on the watch for Kaheem Dixon to see exactly what's going on with him. All right, let's see. So that's what's going on right now. That is what's going on right now at the moment. But if we're talking about who is our most clinical striker, talk to me, people. Let me know what's on your mind. Who you think is our most clinical striker right now as number 9? We got a few names. We got Bailey Catamore-Thierry that we can add to the list. We got Shamar Nicholson. You got Warner Brown. You got you got to add Michael Tony to the list. You got Jamali Lowe. Or Jamal Lowe. Kahari Bennett. Or Mario Williams. Just to name a few. But the question is, you got to remember, Coach Steve McLaren said, right now, we're not being very clinical. We're not being very clinical at all right now. Check in. Right now, that's what the saying is. You understand? 18 shots in front of goal. Come up with 0. Getting shots on target, but we're not scoring. And you already know, if we ain't scoring goals, we ain't winning no games. Let's not play no games. Let's keep it. Right? So going into the November window and also going forward. Yeah, more forward. If and when we qualify for the World Cup. Let's keep it 100, people. Come on, people, talk to me. Who's our most clinical striker? Right now, if we had to lead the line, who would you want to lead the line for the Reggae Boys? Corey said, wait, oh, sorry, he said right here. At this point, it's hard to say who's more clinical. Shamar, Cads, both misses sitters. Sound is chipping out. Hold on a second. Can you hear me? Y'all can hear me good? What's going on? Can you hear me? Let me double check this sound on this side. Y'all just hold up a second here. How am I sounding? Talk to me quick. How am I sounding? What's my sound sounding like? Smash that like button. Talk to me quick. Let me check this volume real quick. Andrew, how am I sounding? Am I chipping out? Talk to me quick. Yeah, I sound like I'm on. Let me check this volume real quick. Yeah, everything copacetic. For some reason, I don't know. Is it this? Okay. All right, keep a check on y'all, man. All right, let's get back to it. But no, he said at this point it's hard to say who's more clinical, Shamar or Cats, both miss sitters. All right, I like that. Gentle people, I strongly believe that the JFF medical staff needs to stock up on whatever magic spray they are using on Damari Gray at his club. Not to sound down, but we really don't currently. So you saying we currently don't have a clinical striker right now? Somebody, but you got, out of the ones that we do have, who's the most clinical? Right now we got a bag of injuries. At least we trying to nurse some injuries. That's for sure. One thing for certain and two things for sure. You understand? We said 100%. Sound is chipping. Okay, you fixed it. All right, cool. 10 goals. I'm 4 games. What you mean? Explain to me what you mean by that, Richard Green. You got to give me some more context. What you mean by 10 goals in 4 games? Give me some more context. It's okay. All right, cool. Andrew Garcia said whisper, but he's just over. He just got over injuries. I can see some goals out of him, but he is the right winger attack. That's my problem. People. Let me calm down. That's my problem. My problem is, to be honest with you, when you think about it, right? Our goals are coming from our wingers. Yeah, whether it's Cephas, Campbell, Damari Gray. Well, Leon really hasn't really scored that much, but it would be Leon Bailey or one of our midfielders like Casey Palmer, John Russell. But our goals really isn't coming a lot from our strikers. You got one here. But from our strikers, you understand? From our 9. Our 9 is, which one of our 9s can really pick up the ball and beat one defender or 2 and pick out one of the corners and score? Which one of our strikers can set the table for themselves and not have the table be set for them? That's what I'm talking about in terms of which one of the strikers would you say that can lead the line? You know what I mean? Is it Warner Brown? Yeah, we know Shamar Nicholson among the active strikers right now has the most goals. But is Shamar Nicholson, is Big Bowser the striker that can create for himself? In 10 chances, which one of these strikers in 10 chances can bury at least 6 of them? Which is over 50%. Or are we talking about the strikers that we have to rely more on our wingers to not only create for the strikers, but score goals, or else we not going to score no goals. We know Bailey Cadamartiri has shown time and time again that he has the run in him. He has the touch. But he himself has missed some goals that he should have scored. But he's also a young striker that has playing on this level for the first time. Then you have Warner Brown that in 9 or 10 games have scored 4 or 5 goals. So, you know what? Mikel Antonio isn't a goal scorer, but he brings other aspects to the game. But we're talking about actually putting the ball in the back of the net, not only for yourself, first and foremost, being clinical, getting your chances and burying them. Because in a high-level football game, you're not going to have a ton of chances. You're just not going to have a ton of chances. The audio, a chip out. Why? All right. Sounding fine. Big up yourself, Peter Mystic. Big up yourself. Listen, I'm glad Peter. Yo, big up to Peter Mystic, one of my silent watchers that watches silently, that not all the time get an opportunity to send a message and respond or be in the chat. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate all my silent watchers, man. Everybody that silently watch, I appreciate it. Just when you get a chance, please hit that subscribe button. There's at least 50% of you that haven't subscribed to the channels yet. And I want to go ahead and subscribe to the channel because it helps the channel grow. You understand? We putting the work in. We putting the content in. I was gone for about a month dealing with some different issues in my life. But once I'm here, I'm never out of content. I'm just out of time. And tonight we giving you the content. The countdown is back until the November window check-in. And we having real conversations. These are real conversations to me that we should be having with one another. Again, we're not a part of the decision process. But this is real conversations because when push comes to shove and shove comes to push, we can't talk about this player is not good, this player is not good, because we know what they bring to the table. And then what they bring to the table is not a very clinical style of game, but they bring a hold-up play, helping out the wingers. So that is the problem that I'm having when I'm thinking about it. When I'm lying down at night thinking about, man, the Reggae Boys and how they're performing, I'm like, really and truly, if we're in a tight game where both teams only get 3 shots on target, which one of our strikers can actually bury at least one of those 3 chances? And if 2 out of those 3 chances is you have to create the shot for yourself, which one of our strikers are better suited to do that? Which one of them are better suited to do that? Berlin, bless up yourself. Appreciate you guys telling me the audio is good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Melshire Walker, thank you. Thank you. AG Westgate, thank you. Appreciate that. AG Westgate. I haven't seen that one before. AG Westgate. All right. Cadamartiri is the best choice. It's just them go pass him the ball. Big up yourself, Uptown 1G. What? You might got a point there. You might got a point there for real. Hopefully they can use, you know what I'm saying? We scored 10 goals in 4 games. You overreacting. What exactly am I What's up with this overreacting? You're having a conversation. When does that become overreacting? I don't understand. How much of those goals Richard Green says we're overreacting came from our striker? How much of those goals came from our number 9? Out of those 10 goals in 4 games, tell me how much of those 10 goals came from our number 9. I'll wait. Because we're talking about our number 9 scoring, not the Reggae Boys scoring goals. We're talking about our number 9, a clinical number 9. It's not rocket science. Don't make it be rocket science. A clinical number 9. My days. Appreciate that. Bowser is the only 9 that's been scoring consistently. All right. Big up yourself, Berlin, for that one. Audio's fine. It's your device. Big up yourself. Audio's fine. DJ Fatal, big up yourself. And don't come with me the whole I'm asking you a question, yeah? Please. I'm fine. Just asking a question. Just asking you tell me I'm overreacting. I'm asking you a logical question. Because if our wingers are being shut down, if our wingers are being kept away from the goal, if our wingers are being occupied with other things, I would like to know, when is our number 9 going to score goals, create for themselves? If a winger is giving them the opportunity, when are they going to do that? That's what I'm kind of looking at, because that to me is what's most important. JTS Mullins, big up yourself. Appreciate you. Don't forget to like up the live, people. Like up the live. It's free. 99. If you want to call in, the phone lines are open. You can definitely call in and have your say. 416-881-4224. WhatsApp only. Yeah, man, you can call in and, you know what I'm saying? Let the people know what you got to say. All right, John, I don't know. Maybe it's on your end. Audio fans is good. Appreciate that. Brown. UMP Gamer. Brown. Okay, so you think Brown is our most clinical striker. Okay. All right. Thank you for the answer. Based on records, maybe Bowser. No, not based on record. And yet, not based on what you have done for me lately. Not based on what your stats show. I'm talking about currently. Not what your stat had. I'm talking about currently. Right now. You start a game today. Which number 9 can you count on? Not false 9. Which number 9 can you count on to put the ball in the back of the net when given the chances? Not the wingers, not the midfielders, not from set piece, not from the corner flag. I'm talking about number 9. Because that's the problem that Steve McLean is having, is we got a room full of number 9s. Yeah, you want me to read the name off to you again? I'll read the name off to you again. We got Bailey Catamartiri. We got Warner Brown. Shamar Nicholson. Jamal Lowe. Mikel Antonio. Kahari Bennett. Ramon Burrell. Romario Williams. And if you want to add Trevante Stewart to the list. Am I missing a name? Is there a striker that I'm missing that I haven't called? Let me know in the chat. Because out of those names, yeah, let me go back. So the last time I checked, hold up, let me, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, come back over here. Let me slide the list over a little bit. The last time I checked, yeah, we had Bailey Catamartiri, Shamar Nicholson, Ramon Burrell. That's 3 number 9s that we brought into the last team. 3. So out of these 3, who we counting on? Let me read some of these comments while you guys answer. AG Westgate. Oh, Andrew. Okay, big up yourself. Andrew. Andrew, you try and play tricks on me, eh? What's your shot for that?
Next up, Sports Talk. The reviews and opinion and don't vex up a Sports Talk. You're going to work up another talk. A cartoon thing and a South Park.
See, Cora said, out of the 10 goals that we scored in 4 games, only 3 came from our number 9. 3 out of 10. 3 out of the 10 goals. Are we not understanding what's really going on? 3 out of the 10. 3. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Bowser is not the answer, Andrew said. Huh. Bless up to Forest. 1 gunner. You don't know the thing. I'm buzzing right now. You understand? Yeah, we 23 days. 1 hour and 44 minutes away from Jamaica taking on Trinidad and Tobago. Come on, lock in, people. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Lock in, people. The countdown continues. You already know I'm not messing around, man. We here to do the countdown. What's up? What's going on, people? Talk to me. This is a real conversation that we gotta have with one another. This is a real conversation we gotta have. We can't be reactive. We gotta be proactive as fans. Just having a thought, having a conversation. Talk to me. I'm gonna talk to you back. Because if we've had, as Richard Green so eloquently said, we've had 10 goals in 4 games. And Cora said only 3 came from our number 9. 3. So when the coach is sitting up there in the press conference and saying, we have had 18 shots on target and we come out of the game with 0, that is a big, huge, massive indication that we're struggling in the striker department. We are struggling. We're struggling. We're struggling to find goals from our number 9. We're struggling. We're struggling to find goals from our number 9. We're not making it up. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. So should we not be talking about the fact that, boy, we talk about the midfield all the time being weak. But truly, is the midfield truly the weakest part? Big up to Danny Dredd, anytime Danny Dredd, because you're the reason for this right here, man, for this thought. Thank you. If credit where credit's due. If they say the midfield is the weakest part of our team, of the Reggae Boys Senior Men's National Team squad, the midfield, is it truly the midfield that's the weakest? Or is it the number 9 position? When the midfield is struggling, yo, I don't know why this thing keeps cutting out. That's not good. So I truly want to know if our wingers struggle to score, since as they're scoring most of the goals, and our midfielders are joining in and scoring most of the goals. Do we have a 9 that could create and take us out of a jam and score a goal for us? Who's that 9 that's going to just create out of nothing? Out of nothing. And put us ahead in a game or equalize for us in a game. Bowser is the best statistically, but he is not clinical and he cannot create his own shot. So is he out the question, Jay? Is Bowser out the question? As that number 9, is he out the question? We've seen the least sample size from Bailey Catamartiri out of any player. Out of any of the strikers, he has the smallest sample size of game tape in a Reggae Boys jersey. In a Reggae Boys kit. That's a fact. You guys agree with me or disagree with me? Does he not have the smallest sample size? He had what? 3 games? 3 games. 3 games. And in 3 games, he got what? 1 goal in 3 games? Is it 3 games? No? Wait. Hold on. Let me go. I think it's 3 games, you know. Bailey Catamartiri. Bailey Catamartiri. How much cap you got? 3 games you got? 3. So he got 1 goal in 3 games. Being 20 years old. First call up. All right. Berlin said there is no striker in the team currently scoring more than Nicholson. All right. First responder. Big up yourself to all the first responders out there. Big up yourself to all the pharmacists out there. You don't know that's doing the right thing. You know, that's doing the right thing. You know what I mean by the right thing. That's not giving people all kind of, you know what I'm saying, things they don't need, but giving them the right to take care of themselves. Big up to the teachers out there. The teachers are the real heroes along with the first responders, yeah? They're developing the young minds, the future of tomorrow. And the teachers are severely underpaid. If you got no teachers in your family, yeah, say big up from Francis from Nexus Sports Talk. I salute all the teachers out there to helping to grow the next generation of geniuses, of inventors, of doctors, of lawyers, yeah? Of computer wizards, authors, chefs, barber, you name it. Big up to all the teachers that reach back and don't leave that one that's at the back of the class, but bring them right along. Big up to all the teachers out there. I salute all the teachers out there. Yeah, teachers are very, 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 very important, yeah? So big up to all the teachers out there. One love to the teachers, them. One love to the teachers, them. One love to the teacher, them. Manners and respect to the teacher, them. All right. You said currently, my bad. That's okay. You can't count on Catamartiri. Why can't you count on Catamartiri? He only had 3 games. He's only had 3 games. Why can't you count on him? Tell me, Berlin. Trinidad and Curacao are going to mark both wingers, midfielders, and strikers. Chooses are go decade. What? Choices are go decide the game. Facts. 3. And we have folks believing he is. That was an off game. Off game. Sounds like excuses to me, Richard. There is no off game. Francis, maybe you should rephrase. Let me read that properly. Well, that's a conversation for another day, you know, Eagles Republic. It's a great question. But nah, I word the question the way that it needs to be worded because I'm not trying to move the goalposts or take it off the things that really matter, because the things that really matter is that our 9s are not really being creative at the moment and taking their chances. Yeah? A prolific clinical striker buries their opportunities that they get that's put on a plate for them. Also, at the same time, they're always sniffing around the goal. They're always sniffing and looking for that next opportunity. They're always sniffing and looking for that next opportunity to score. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Maybe the best number 9 is a new one. Sad to say. But who would that be? Who is that? Am I missing somebody? Am I missing somebody? Come on, people. Talk to me in the comment section. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's free. 99, people. It's free 99. It's free 99 because now we're relying on Cephas and Gray and Campbell and Bailey and Ravel Morrison and Casey Palmer and John Russell. Yeah, Richard King, Ethan Pinnock, Dexter. We're relying on everybody else except our number 9 to put the ball in the back of the net consistently. Not one goal every 10 games. Yeah, not one goal every 20 games. But actually consistently. Consistently. Given our number 9 gets 5 opportunities, 5 chances. Out of those 5 chances, how much do you think they're going to bury? And this is what Steve McLaren is talking about. He can't go out there and put his shooting boots on and score. But these are the conversations that we don't want to have. We want to gloss over the fact that we're really struggling in the striker department. We talk about the midfield all the time. All the time. We talk about the wingers more than we talk about our number 9. Like, it's okay to play with a false 9. Jamaicans are one of the fastest in the world. 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 Yes, though, we can't produce a striker. A clinical striker. A clinical. We got most speed and athleticism in the CONCACAF, in the Caribbean. And that's the real, we're yet to produce a clinical striker. Take one of them track stars that is not going to make the J3A's track and field team and turn them into a top striker. Develop one of these youths who are fast like lightning and teach them how to be a top striker. You mean to tell me that we all now cannot produce a top striker? Hey, first responder, today might be that day. I might have to call you so you can give me that. Give me one of them. You know what we talked about. You know what we talked about, first responder. I might have to call you. You have to give me one of them today. Just let me know if you're okay for that phone call. Come on, like up the live, people. It's free 99. Like up the video. It's free 99. Free. Not 3. It's free. FREE 99, people. Come on, 50% of you have not subscribed to the channel yet. Have you shared it with a friend or family yet? Have you shared it? Come on, go ahead and share that content as well too, man, so others can see it. Yeah, let's get the bad man. Hold on. Hold on a second. Don't go nowhere. I'm spraying off the bad mind energy. Yeah? This is the bad mind repellent. See it here? I'm spraying it off. We're coming against bad mind. Remove the bad mind. All the bad mind people, you stay where you're at so the good people can forward. Spraying off negativity. Warding off the negativity. No negativity. Hold on. I have to get another one. That one done. Hold on. Shake it up. spraying off all the negativity. Yeah, man, positivity alone we want. Word off all the negativity. Come on, share the video so some good people that like football can forward and enjoy the conversation. We having a fantastic conversation, in my opinion, about our number 9, our striker. We have about 7 or 8 strikers that we can call by name. But which one of them is worthy of getting the starting job due to their clinical play? Clinical play. A.G. Westgate said, we need top strikers and one more solid holding mid/creative. But end of the day, guys, we're going to have to accept the team and pray we don't embarrass ourselves. Big up yourself every time. Come on, Owen Manning. Where's Owen, Eagles Republic? What about Sherman Scott? You mean we can't produce? We can't produce no strikers? We can't get one of them track stars that got all that speed? What about any of them youth there that's playing football? Where's the top coaches and the developers of the football on the island? No strikers coming through the system. No clinical. Yeah, one that's born with God-given ability to sniff out. The ball always seems to find them. We got none. We got none. No top striker. Because it's easier that way, no? Talk to me, people. Berlin, what you saying? 876 Jamrock. We ain't got no strikers. Where Travis Pesso there? Travis, where's the big top level strikers that's coming through the system right now? The young one them that's being developed. So we don't have this problem when the likes of Whisper and Dixon take over the team and you mix in the other. Where's that striker at? Come on, people, talk to me. Hit up the like button, slap, get a like button now. Box, big box. Because it's free, 99. It's free 99. Don't cost you nothing. The Reggae Boys is like KFC. Pure wing. Jesus have mercy. Bossa Blanc for that one. Bossa Blanc for that one. I know a lot of people don't want to have the conversation. Yeah. Waffle, you don't want to have the conversation because nobody really likes the truth. But the truth of the matter is that we're struggling in the striker department. You could lie to yourself if you want to. But I was having this conversation with the man Danny Dredd himself. And honestly, he had me thinking. He had me really thinking. Come on, like up the live, people. Come on, people, talk to me. Let me know what I'm going. Come on, people, like up the live. Let's go. He said, Whisper as a striker. What you think? What you all think about that? Nah, Whisper is a winger. Whisper is a winger. Not to say you can't play striker, but Whisper is a winger. It takes a special person to really be out of the play and not really be in the play. It takes a special person. It takes a special player to run for 90 minutes and maybe touch the ball 5-6 times. Not everybody's gonna have the strength to be able to do that. The wherewithal to be able to do that. Yeah, the phone lines are open. You can call in 416-881-4224. You ain't gotta wait. The number's right there on the screen. 416-881-4224. WhatsApp only, people. Let's go. Bless up yourself, first responder. Anyways, Whisper should start at 10. Oh, that's a whole different conversation. I don't know if Whisper is selfless enough to play at 10. At 10, gotta be really... A 10 cannot be selfish. Like, a 10 cannot be looking for theirs first. I believe a 10 has to be looking to set everybody up first. I'm not sure if Whisper has that mindset to want to be happy with setting everybody else up first before himself. That's the difference between a quality 10. A quality 10 is almost like a pass first point guard in basketball. That they're happy with others' success, not to say he's not. But I'm not sure if Whisper not scoring. Oh my days. Yo, this is annoying me. This is not good. Hold on a second. Talk to me. Live on air with Francis. What's going on? Who am I talking with? Oh, hold on. One second. There you go. Say that again.
Yeah, man. Owen, man, in here.
Yes, Owen. Talk to me. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, man. I hear asking questions, and to be fair with you, I think JFF need to do better when it comes to the youth them and development in Jamaica.
In what aspects?
In what aspect? You have Kyle Dixon, right? Kyle Dixon is a baller from Clarendon College, right?
Uh-huh.
You have Mr. Richards. I think he's Kingston College.
Yeah.
And I can assure you that we have other ballers that is quite as good as them during that time. In Lancaster Cup or Manning Cup, which is schoolboy football.
Right.
So I'm saying Jamaica or JFF should put a program in place for these footballers, different from Mr. Craig Butler, who is Phoenix manager, who can put things in place for young ballers.
Right.
Otherwise, other than depend on England, other countries to provide ballers for the country.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so if you put a program, you have Manning Cup, you have Jamaica 14 parishes, you have Manning Cup, Lancaster Cup. You must can pick a bunch of ballers from the school and bring a program and put together a good forward, good defense, and good midfielder, other than depending on England alone to provide ballers to play for Jamaica.
I think there is a program that was started. Now, somebody in the chat, I'm pretty sure, will let me know and let us know. I think there was a program that was started to kind of manufacture that type of thought in terms of bringing, the best talent together, running a program. I'm not sure if that program is still running or if it stopped. Not really sure what's going on. But for me personally, I'm just wondering, with all the talent that we have in terms of, track and field, with the speed that we have in track and field, what happened to the development of these young ballers? We haven't developed a number 9 yet that is like super clinical.
Francis, to be frank and to be fair, you have the ballers in Jamaica that they don't recognize. Only when that baller is recognized, when that baller go overseas and can be seen by a club or something like that, there and then they are running for that baller. Why don't put things in place for the schoolboy football program where you can build these ballers, have them in our academy, where you say, yes, we have at least 5 or 6 strikers can pick out of this batch. Other than wait until Manchester United, Chelsea, or these ballers recognize them before you can call upon them.
Because in your opinion, I'm assuming that by then it's too late.
By then it's too late. Other persons, come on. If you don't see me when I'm down, you're going to see when I'm up. I'm not going to have that confidence to come and play for you. Sometimes we have to talk it as it is.
Right. Well, you definitely can do that here. That's for sure. And that's kind of the thing I'm asking, and I'm asking that for a reason, because at the end of the day, I'm saying to myself, when I hear the coach come from, wherever they come from, and they speak about these things, it's almost like it's falling on deaf ears. Like nobody's really listening to what is being said, more of the emotions that come in behind what is being said. But if you're saying that
right,
the lack of consistency, the lack of, clinical scoring, I mean, that should hit home. Like, what are we actually doing?
That's true, and I'm going to give you a scenario. Look at this. Back in '98, Rene Smiles, he was here.
Mm-hmm.
Rene Smiles went to Corner League matches. Right, he went to every matches that he can attend just to pick out talent. This coach will come down when you have a big match. What about the talent them in the communities and stuff? Whether they not recognized, right? So obviously, it's just depending on the overseas program and the overseas ballers to come and represent. We have talent out here. I ask you. Back in right now, we are Glenmore High School in Clarendon. Yeah, Clarendon College. They produce good ballers. We are there.
So
different from Karen Dixon.
Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You just said that the great Rennie Simone used to come down and pick out ballers and whatnot, right? And
man, from all different leagues.
Right. And Steve McLaren has not. So my question is, why should any coach have to take up the time that they don't have, because it's such a small window, right? International break is such a small window to do that. How come there isn't something set up to where you don't have to look very far? Like, these ballers are in your face. They're there for you to see. The talent, the people are developing the talent, that you don't have to look for the talent. You don't have to go to all these games to see the talent. The talent is screaming based on their performances.
This is where Francis, this is where JFF come in. This is where the program come in.
Right.
Right. There's a baller right now. I think they're playing for one of the league out here, Racing United. I think is the club name.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think that number is a number 10. That's a good baller, and I can tell you that baller won't be recognized until he's seen by somebody or scored overseas before they recognize that this talent or this baller have talent. Sometimes we need to dig deep, right, and trust in our own.
Eagles Republic said, caller, many high school stars stay away from club football. Cavaliers FC is trying to develop local school-age footballers, but many JPL teams just recycle old players from relegated JPL teams. What's your thought?
Yeah, that's true. That's true, and I think they are demotivating the younger players. You perform good at the Manning Cup level, at the Costa Cup level, and yet still you have been sidelined because you're not from the popular schools that everybody know of. I can tell you that.
What about
I
the
used to go,
schools?
I used to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I used to attend at Lennon. I used to attend at Lennon High School that is in Clarendon. I would produce good ballers. I will never recognize, or unless you're in the rural area.
I was just
That a man can say, yes, you're
that's
from.
what I was just about to say. What about the ballers in the rural areas? Because I'm sure there's some wicked ballers out in the rural areas of Jamaica.
Yeah, they have been sidelined, damn Francis, and that's the truth.
So there's nothing really a coach can do from a national team standpoint to go to the rural areas to pick these ballers and look. They can say, "Oh, I like this baller," but it's still up to the decision makers whether or not they add them to the team. Would you not say? So the system
Yeah, man, that's
needs
true,
to be
man.
changed, right?
And
The system
yeah, it needs to be
itself.
changed. I think a full time now to leave out favorism out of football and play the game as it should be. Right, leave out the friend thing, who know who, and pick talent and pick persons who are comfortable to play the game.
Because I've heard many conversations before. I could be wrong. Somebody in the comment section, in the chat section, let me know. I've heard many conversations where this is what the saying is, yeah? I don't believe in it, but this is what the saying is. Enough country baller come a town and bust up town baller and still they don't get no looking on any club, so to speak. How true is that?
That is true, man. That is true. And I can attest to it. I used to play the Costa Cup, right? And I can tell you, if you're not in the rural area, you will not be recognized. And I think a full time over JFF, leave out of the comfort zone and travel the parishes of Jamaica and find good ballers, because there are good ballers out here. But if anybody is afraid to talk, but I'm not afraid to talk, then if you stop running the overseas baller, not saying we don't need them, but we have ballers out there that can make up the batch of players to put a good team out there to challenge any country when it comes to football.
So outside of the JFF, what else can be done for the ballers in the rural areas? Like, put JFF aside. They say they got bigger business to deal with, right? Let's just say for those who can help the rural areas, what can be done so they can be seen more? So the talent can be seen, can be
I think
picked
they need
from.
to put programs in place, put industries in place. Lack of facilities in Jamaica when it comes to football. That is lack. Right now, sometimes go play on a football pitch. They call it co-pastor. Bumpy. You cannot control a good ball on it. So there and then, the football cannot develop in the right way. Right? You used to have a man in Clarendon named Mr. Green. Mr. Green used to have a Clarendon team that he go around throughout the whole parishes and pick quality players. Mr. Green, I don't know if anybody aware of this, but Mr. Green is a well popular person back then in Clarendon.
Yeah.
And for Mr. Green pass off, I don't see anybody take up in this challenge.
Okay.
You used to have a club in Clarendon named Galaxy United. Right? Hazard United. Most of these players come off from Mr. Green camp.
Okay.
They must something again, Francis. It's all depending on go overseas and send scout go overseas, go scout for persons who have get passport for you have to get nationality to come play for your country. While there are persons out there that can produce the same goods as the person overseas.
Right.
So they need to step up. They need to step up and go back to the culture of Jamaican football. Not saying mix the culture. 98 was mixed with Jamaican and overseas ball and it work. It can work now.
A question was posed to you before you check out of the phone call. Was ask the caller who in the JPL can forward in the Reggae Boys senior team as a number 9 other than Warner Brown.
My baller, I think have a potential, and I think he will score if he get the chance. Is Borrell
in the JPL?
No, in the JPL.
Yeah,
in the JPL.
No, he asked in the JPL.
Other than from Warner Brown.
Other than Warner Brown, who can forward in the team right now and play number 9?
Right, I would have to think, boys, because we have a lot of baller. A lot of baller.
That can play number 9 for the senior team?
That can play number 9. I'm going to text in shortly from now because I'm going to give him more than one, but there's a lot of quality baller at this time.
All right, you can do that. And now I'll definitely pose it to the people and see what they got to say. All right. Anything else you want to add? But listen, I agree with you 100%. That's what I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the best way to get, access to as much talent as possible. I don't want it to only be in certain areas. I think it should be all throughout all parishes in Jamaica. You know what I mean? The football can become more accessible. It can be easily played at a high level. There's development in those areas. And I know one of the main things is going to be finances, money. But when the money comes, is it actually going to be used to help develop the youth so that they can not only take care of their family or whatnot, but represent the country?
Well, I'm going to say this, and I don't think I'm wrong. After when 98 World Cup and qualified for 98 World Cup, I think FIFA put in a lot of money and give JFF a lot of money. And after World Cup finish, we can't see where that money spent towards developing football in Jamaica. So I don't know where it go to, but I know I'm not wrong because I'm not talking town alone. I'm talking all 14 parishes.
All right.
So if anybody is afraid to talk, I'm not afraid to talk.
All right. Big up yourself. We're left it there, so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Leave it right there, man.
All right. Blessings.
All right.
All right. Peace. One Owen Manning right there. You definitely can call in and have your say, because I'd love to know what the people are saying. You know what I mean? Talk to me, people. Talk to me. Talk to me, and I'm going to talk back. What's going on? Let me know where I go on. Owen Manning call in and gave his take. Go on, big up yourself. Everybody, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It is free 99. It's free 99, people. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Does help with the growth and the visibility of the channel. Hit the like button, people. Just responding to a few messages. Getting a phone call right now. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, go ahead. You're live on air with Francis. Who am I talking with?
DJ Fato, August.
Say it again, sorry.
DJ Fato, August.
What's going on, DJ Fato? What's up, blank for DJ Fato? Talk to it.
Yeah, big up the car. Your name Owen?
Yeah, Owen Manning.
Owen Manning. All right, big up yourself. You know, we always rate with, you know, the likes of the new talk sports / entertainment type of, you know, audios and everything, meaning people might say vloggers or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like your show is a sports show, so the whole point of my job is a lot of us, including myself, I learn a lot. You understand? I think we learn more in depth, especially when it comes to like the reggae boys and even we play as them. I think it create that more in tune thing where people didn't even are missing. Especially, for example, even the overseas players, them where sometimes people will say, "Well, I don't know what a player they know. I'm just playing at the side." I think it create more of that, more research of people. People start pay attention more, know what players them. Saying all of that to say, all right, Owen, my boss. All right, what me mentioned, a couple things. Mega said, I mean, I agree with it, and nothing wrong, because that's why I mentioned all of what I said first, because sometimes if I look into things, I realize, back then and now, it's totally different. You can use some of the past to mention for the present, but in this case, I think a lot of what I'm saying wrong.
All right, break it down.
You understand?
Yeah, man, break it down.
Him say about the JFF, you think the JFF should create, I'm not quote him, but it's a paraphrase, something like a program where they have the youth them, you know what I mean, playing or whatever. Basically, this is a time of technology / AI we are evolving to. There's no youth out there in Jamaica who really are going to be special and nobody don't know about him. He must be hiding under a rock. Or a film family say, no, him not go play no ball or not play no sports. You understand me, Travis?
I agree with that 100%. Keep going.
So I'm saying that to say, Jamaica, any talent to Jamaica right now, trust me, he's going to be shown, he's going to be seen. People are talk about him. The Premier League teams are going to try to sign him / whatever professional league trying to get into.
But hold on for a second. Hold your thought for a second. I do have to give you the preface though. For those are in the rural areas, it is more difficult to be seen or even play. I would assume, this is me assuming, I could be ignorant with this assumption. Let me just preface by saying that they might not be playing organized enough football to where their talent can be seen by those in the areas that can make a decision on whether or not you can play for said team or not.
Yeah, yes and no. And I say yes and no because guess what? The whole point of why I said that is you have the schoolboy football, which is more prestigious in terms of the hype and the following. You understand? It's a big thing. So the point of what I try to say, even if I use say 15, 14, and above him peers them, there's no way a high school now go try to recruit him. If him there in the southern part, like even Westmoreland, whatever, a States, which is in the country, I go pick him up. If him there in the Clarendon area, one of the top Clarendon school, I might pick him up. You understand? If him there for the North Coast, what I've seen the name again? Oh gosh, careful. But the whole point is what I say. Like I say, most likely a high school team will get him, or him go there in one of the youth programs, and just like when I say about whatever the name again, manage whisper them
Craig Butler.
You know what I mean? I'm saying those academies. It most likely end up in a, like for example a Mount Pleasant Academy. You know, say Cavaliers Academy probably I go try to get him. So I'm not saying that there's not talents out there or potential talents, but it's not a lot as well. Them just a flourish and nobody now see them and just overlook them. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
Just try kind of eliminate most of that myth there. Because when schoolboy football are going now, I can stay at home sometime and watch a couple of them even on YouTube. So I'm saying even the world, even we, if me no live in Jamaica no more, we can even probably watch some game and see some of the ball and I say, yo, you know, see the ball at the butt. You understand?
So what you're saying, it has really nothing to do with the exposure, rather the talent itself.
Rather than the talent itself. And when I'm saying, you see, back then, like back in the 90s and those times, it was true though. So don't get me wrong. I'm not dismissing that this is all lies or not facts, or am I saying he's telling a lie? I'm just saying no, it's much more easier for talents to be highlighted, much more easier for talents to be harnessed, and more of the urban / the town team, them quote unquote use the term, then we most likely will go for the player anyway in part of Jamaica. You understand? And that's what I'm saying. The only great factors would be unless a player no want forward, unless the parents them probably no want their kids to go into that direction. Those type of look up, one
those
and two
things yeah.
might be.
Yeah.
Right. Otherwise, no. These players, for example, if any player will stand out right now, people are going to talk about him. Even couple of the vloggers them were dead Jamaica on the ground, the likes of probably MG or Unseen them. They talk about him, say, yo, there's a youth down there right now, the youth good potential, good whatever. I'm saying that there's not much as you might think. There's talent that, like I said, could be harnessed, but it's just not there. What I would agree with him is like the JFF did drop the ball when them get their money and qualify the first time. They never help to develop infrastructures. They never help to put back into the program to create more of that spin in the middle, so to speak, where we can have more players, potentially from homegrown developing and can become more potential out there for other clubs. You understand? meaning so they can go to like England, the likes of Baby Girl and them will get that highlight. But a lot of that have to do with also ISA, which is basically that governs the body of the high schools. It's not the JFS. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to differentiate that also. I know says a lot and it kind of probably just spin off the wheel, but I just get back on.
No, man, hold on. Before you go there, because you're making great points. There's no rush. You can take your time because I want you to make your point because you're making some fantastic points. That is why I open up the lines and I have the phone line for you to call in and make. When you're making great points, it's good because everybody gets a chance to learn. Everybody has a different perspective. And I love that. You know what I'm saying? This is why I do it. And at the same time, too, I want to say big up to MG Sports, big up to Unseen, big up to Knockins, BAM Sports, CC Sport, all the man them on the ground that's making it more visible for the youth them to get an opportunity to be seen all over the world. But what I wanted to ask you before you forward on with your point, so that it comes down to the developers of the football, those who are having their literally hands on developing the skill set of these ballers. Do they need to increase their knowledge so the ballers can get better? That's my question to you.
100%. No, that is what I would say. Basically, mainly needs to be one of the targeting point, which I would give credit to the JFF for doing. You understand? Meaning, like,
but is it only on them though? Is it only on them, or does it come down to others?
No, it's not only on them.
Okay,
it comes down to others too. That's why I also emphasize that ISA is governed by the schools. So, for example, ISA made a rule, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, that if a kid is playing in the Premier League, he can play like certain amount of games if he's playing high school ball game also. You understand?
Yeah.
It's kind of like to be honest, what they are doing is actually stifling the youth. Because technically, this youth can be under potential of developing his game. Because remember, in Jamaican term, youth 15, 16 to 17 are playing high school still. In the world, those youths are looking to be signed to an actual club.
Say that again for the people in the back who now listen. Issa, are you listening?
Back at the class, all right, hold on. Remember, in Jamaica, 15, 16, 17 is the primary youths that are playing in high school football. But in the world, in football world, those are the youths that are already signed to clubs, are playing in clubs under 21s. They're playing in probably loans or leagues that basically exposing their development early. That's why basically most of those youths, we get better than our youths over time. It's, for example, the Jamaica under 20, was it under 20 or under 17? Under 17 qualified. The last World Cup, we had a qualification from the men/boys was under 17. I think it's 2011. And the whole point is, at that time, only one player basically right now in a professional league and still maintaining is Alva's Power, who's not even in the Jamaican team, so to speak. You understand? You could add that there's a couple more still playing professional football. But the same Tyreek McGee, all of those other youths, all of them fall off. You understand? I'm saying it's just that the big difference is a lot of, like I said, it's the main thing that's going to help these youths with the development and the projection of going higher, get better and better is better coaching, better education, because it's a difference between just, okay, you can play the football, but do you understand the game, or can you read the game? You understand? Somebody can match domino, for example, but do they know how to read the game? You understand?
Of course.
You've seen it. A lot of time people say, yeah, I can play the domino, just matching. Yeah, 6, one player, another 6. But can you read the game and say, all right, that brother must have these in his hand based off how he's playing.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And it's the same thing with football. If you notice, when a professional team is playing, or even international matter, a lot of times the players coming on, the coach is talking to him in his ears. They show him in a board. They probably, you know what I'm saying? They're showing him the style, the formation, whatever, how he wants that player to move or play. It's the football education is a lot of the times killing our players. They don't understand the game, but they can play the game. You understand? That's why a lot of our players, when they go overseas, they get sent to go get developed. You understand? So,
hey, that's the other thing too that I don't understand. Like, I find it that we're relying on other people, other clubs, other countries to develop our ballers, instead of us trying to figure out how we can develop them ourselves.
Okay. So now we go tying that. Now that you mentioned it, we go tying that now to other part of my that I disagreed on. It's just to make him understand. Say, listen, I don't think the JFF personally want to get this bunch of English players as how some people might look at it. They just don't have a choice because they realize, like, listen, our players them don't understand the game. These guys are not all of them. I'm talking about some of the players. And when I say players, I'm not talking about but there's like our captain, for example, the keeper. He's been in Philadelphia for the last 10 years. So playing, overseas professional ball game. So some people might think, well, in born local and bred. No, you have to understand that he's developed. He's learned the game well. He's playing in a top league in quote unquote in the world. So over time, them get better. But you can't just expect sometimes, I know all our players, even for example, the JPL and even some other lower leagues that they're playing in, I always know for read the game. Them go up on the field and you say, look confused, he doesn't know what I'm doing. Even though you have some of them still, they might be blooming. But I'm just saying some people are read the game better than some. That's why even Craig Butler himself that can read the game, know how to play the game, is showcasing that in terms of them coaching skills alongside speed. You understand? They got better. And it's not a fluke why speed, for example, been in the finals for the last 5 years, also win the cup a couple of times. He's developed his educational skills and he can pass it on to his ballers. Basically, he's now teaching the tactical awareness for how to win. You understand? Yeah. His style might not even don't look pretty, but guess what? He can read his team that he's playing against and say, listen, they like to go on the right. We're going to close down that player. We're going to double team him. And then we can just do our counter, whatever. You understand? So I'm saying a lot of that we just have to understand now that the game has changed and evolved. Our coaches need to change and evolve. The education has to change and evolve. You understand? So I just really feel say a lot of those are the main points why the Jamaica local players are getting failed. It's not necessarily blaming them. It's the coaching. The infrastructures. That is a big plus. But at the same time, those are the thing. When you if me have a kid right now and I live in Jamaica and I can see his talent, I would say don't play in a schoolboy football. Some people might say, why the prestige thing? No.
Hey, come on, talk that talk, man.
I'm telling you. Because you know why? Is it that even go play, me rather than play, for example, for a Premier League team, or JPL team, or play for one of those top, like I said, for like a Phoenix or Cavaliers, developing program.
Right away.
You understand?
Right away.
Right away.
That.
Because you know why? He is likely to be scouted and get into a professional settings quicker, to me, rather than going to the D Cup system.
And spending those years or that time there.
Yep. You know, it's a big difference. So I always
thought that not to cut you, I always thought that the system, the schoolboy football is so it's almost bigger than the JPL. That's what my thought is every time I hear it's being mentioned. Like Manning Cup and the Casa Cup is a lot bigger in terms of popularity, in terms of it's a rite of passage in some sense. But is there no way to bypass that to go into like, a bigger style of football?
I think you're right. I think it is bigger. It still is bigger. It's still considered bigger. Sometimes, and based on features, I think sometimes the Premier League could pull the same amount of crowd, but not in every sense. Especially when the rival schools playing. You understand? JFC and KC playing, you bring that a stadium, it's still a go park. You understand? Not even Jamaica actual national team can probably even pull the same amount of crowd if at least versus the JC and KC finals or whatever. You understand? So the thing is, I think it's because it's just the rivalry, the history and all of this thing behind it, why people still hold on to it so much. But if the youth them start, I'll understand, say, listen, if this year look and say, yo, you want football to be your career, you have to realize, say, listen, you want just a highlight of fame for just a couple of years or you want the long term playing what you love to do and make the money same time. Which one would you rather? You understand? I think
Facts.
sometimes if
Facts.
people can change the mindset, and this is where, for example, again, academies would have to come in early and start addressing with the family, for example, and say, listen, you understand, my sister, yes, not the great, but listen, schoolboy football now go to no field.
Or some
We
of
have the
these,
great potential and part.
or some of these people who are going to use a more level head and give them the best advice. Like, I know it sounds and it looks fantastic to play for your school and it's good and whatnot, but there is a better path for you to take than to do that. Instead of saying, well, because we've all done it, you should do it too.
Yeah, and think about it. You know what, for example, Craig Butler have done, and there's, like I said, there's others. So more Pleasant has an academy and everything. Some of these academies actually fly out their ballers and they go play in different tournaments, even in Europe or other places. It's giving their players opportunity to be seen by other possible coaches, whatever, scouts, even in those areas. Our schoolboy not really doing that. Schoolboy football not really doing that. Scouts, they have a local scouting where we come down for them probably will group up our best 11 from town or best 11 from Kingston, or I'm sorry, country, and basically have them play against each other, and scouts might scoop up that. But most of those scouts are for colleges. You understand? And honestly, when our players go into college system nowadays, them last. That's it. The career is done.
It's so funny you said that, because Jay said, caller, tell them I saw an interview with Alex Marshall when he said he went to Germany at 16 and he was behind his peers in football education.
There was when I used to play in high school back in my days, there was a kid that used to play younger than me at the time. We were playing under 16. People know him though, Lovell Palmer. When he was like 14, I'm like 15. But the whole point of what I'm saying is like, this is how he actually got developed, Went to Norway and played in a local tournament. And trust me, I'm telling you, that tournament did wonders and confidence and changed players into better baller. But the point of me I try to add to it is just that him getting that acknowledgement from early rises potential tremendously. You understand? And it because when you start playing against certain other people who are really in an actual system, and you see how they play, you start realizing like, whoa, you understand? It teaches you to start take it serious too.
Yeah.
You see me? So it's a big thing, man. And me know it kind of half wheel because the main focus is the reggae boys. But I just wanted to bring that clarification that listen, most of the youth them have, like I said, in Jamaica, at the coaching I feel them, and of course the infrastructures them not good. So it already make the ball game not look so comfortable, and even the players them probably not read the game right, but them have a lot of natural skills, but that alone never cut it. And you have to remember, a lot of coaches, for example, that are scouts or whatever, they're looking for the ready product in a sense that they say, okay.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, you understand? Them now look for
they don't got time. They ain't got time.
We can bring him in and put 3-4 years and see him go. But no,
they might not have a job in 3-4 years. They might not have a job.
That's my point. Everybody have a job. You understand? You know much reggae boys actually in and around the MLS or whatever. And you have some people that say, why Andy Williams them were born and bred at Jamaica and them not come do nothing for the players them at Jamaica. They worrying about their job. They trying to secure their job. So they want the ready player. If they probably could get a player from Jamaica, that would be good. I'm saying, maybe even some connection could be made, but they need the players that are ready. They are not looking at, one potential. So we have to understand, it's not sometimes just about a system or fight against. Even the players, they have to look into themselves and say, what we can do better to get myself out there. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, trust me. So its connection is needed. You see me? And sometimes, like I said, the football and education, even research, YouTube are your best friend. Put your things out there. You understand? The TikTok, whatever. Put everything out there. I think even people don't realize that this is what really help even whisper. You understand? In terms of the highlights.
Yep.
But just to add to the point where you was making about number 9 situation.
Yeah.
I mean, when me tell you ask Owen about except Warner Brown. I said except Warner Brown because I do think Warner Brown, for example, is one of those exceptions that I say yes. As a number 9, he has the potential to even go places, meaning he probably can get out there. And we see how he plays in the setup for the Jamaica team. Saying all that to say, that's what I'm saying. Ask him if there's another number 9 because I don't know any. I mean, I say I don't live in Jamaica, but I'm saying even everybody should be talking about that person, so to speak, right now.
Yeah.
You know. But what we have right now, like you said, mentioned, like a Shamar, you know, Billy Cadamarchi, and we have also Burrell, and for lesser conversation, Trevante. But I don't know why they're not. Yeah, the reason why I say lesser, no disrespect to him, because
a big ball of that, eh?
No, my thing is, I don't know why the JFF don't call him or they never give him a chance.
I don't know either.
You have how I look at it. That's why I say lesser, because you only have one window left, meaning and 2 games.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna call him now. You understand? This is not the moment where they're gonna really be trying players.
Did you see? Did you see when MG asked coach about Trevante's story? What was his reaction? Did you see it?
Yeah, I heard him saying, they're watching the play and him just...
The dude almost fell out of his chair, but he was dribbling at the mouth like, yo, we'd love to have a player like that right now, is what I got from it.
But he, it's like, again, and sometimes we have to understand, I think sometimes people beat the coach wrongfully. If you follow a team, sir, everybody have those type of coaches. If you follow a team, for example, you have your team, no matter how your team might be good, there's a 1 or 2 player in there might say, yo, I don't know why the coach always playing this player. You understand? Coaches have certain players they like or they love.
Yes.
Maybe just the way how they see them playing in a training. Maybe it's the way how they see they play. Maybe it's the player listen. You understand? Not every player is going to be treated fairly or equally. But there is sometimes some favorite players with coaches. We just have to live with that and understand that. Now, it's on the coach or it's going to be the coach's head if the coach fail with that player instead of playing another player that everybody else might see. My thing is like, hey, in run with Shamar Nicholson the last game, Shamar Nicholson, like I said, he had multiple chances. Even at the Curacao game, we should have even at least get a result from the away game with Curacao.
Yeah.
But we feel that, you understand, we didn't capitalize from the scoring. And we number 9 them, didn't do anything. Bailey was last out of the game. Nichols will come in and provide some energy, but let me say him get 2 possible chances. And those half chances, like you said, you have to be clinical because if you play against a top team, those are most likely a chance you will get, and if you don't put them away, that's how it's going to be punished.
Yep.
You see me? So, but I do think he's going to most likely go back with Shamar because one of the reasons we're going to play Trinidad first, right? Trinidad are going to play us most likely physical. Bailey is more of a technical player to me, and he's more fit for the system. Not saying that Jamaica doesn't really, to me, not really get Jamaica system so to speak. But I feel like in Brown go with Shamar for the physicalness, the height, those type of ability. He's going to run with Shamar probably there. So you understand? And probably bring in Bailey probably afterwards if Shamar not playing it. But I think Shamar are going to be the 9 for the rest of the window. I could be wrong, but I don't know why. Even this last window, I feel like he should have give Burrell a little run in that last game against Bermuda. We're up already. He could have took off Shamar probably in 65th and bring on Burrell, but he didn't do that. I don't know why. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. Listen, final thought. I want to share something with you about. Let me just tell you first off before I read this comment I want you to respond to. First, I want to let you know anytime, and this is for anybody that's listening, anytime you have a thought to do with football, it might not be directly to do with reggae, but if you have a thought, feel free to call in and share your opinion because we can learn something from everybody. Either we're going to learn something good, bad, or indifferent, but we're going to learn something and we're going to do it together because I learned a lot tonight from talking to you, and I'm sure a lot of the fans agree with what you're saying and some might disagree. You understand? So I just want to let you know. Big up yourself, DJ Fido, for definitely calling in for sure. Eagles Republic said,
yeah, man.
Eagles Republic said one of the best local talents, Tyreek McGee, spent 3 years at Cass UPenn and struggled. Cass UPenn is one of the best development teams in Belgium. Right? That's what he said. Also, Jargon said schoolboy football is also a way for players to get scholarships to North American universities and colleges. What's your thoughts on those?
Yeah, no. So what I was saying to you, for example, I do agree with that. It is one of the best ways for them to get those scholarships. So I'm not. What I'm trying to say, I'm not saying that. Listen, you should not play schoolboy football. So let me just get that clear. Secondly, what I would say, like I said, if the youths are playing schoolboy football,
The
and playing, for
exceptional ones,
example,
the
Premier
exceptional
League,
one,
right,
the exceptional ones should bypass.
should bypass.
Let me just say for you, the exceptional ones, there's exception to the rule. The exceptional
Yes,
ones
sir.
should bypass, respectfully.
Because those exceptional ones, schoolboy football is not going to be their profession. They need to be in professional settings right away, because this is how the younger you are, is the better your contract money will look. Just so you know. You understand?
And more years
not
of
only just
development.
that, of course. Right away, you need to be in probably signing for one of these clubs if these clubs come in and calling. That is what I'm saying, because it's going to give you the best potential. And for example, when I said, for example, if I had a kid in Jamaica right now, I'm saying if he's really that good and he's going to, for example, KC and KC saying, come play D Cup, and Cavaliers come and say, yo, come play and play for a team, and we'll probably can't even get into the Premier League playing right now. Go and sign for Cavalier. If he asks me that, what do you think? I'm not going to control him, but I would say, listen, if I'm you, I would say go for your future. Because if you believe football is your future, go sign with Cavaliers, because you're going to get the best opportunity. You understand? Versus you playing in the high school football. Yes, you're going to get the local praises from your high school friends and high school rivalries, but that not do nothing for your future. If a football you want to be for your future, sign with a club where basically will give you the best opportunity. So that's how I look at it. That's why I may say, for example, the youths, them, if they understand the business of football, they are the family understand the business of football, they will know, say, listen, you're too great, you're too good to play this. You need to go higher. You understand? So that is why I wanted to hold me to answer his question, to say, you have to look at it, say, listen, we know, say, some people get scholarship, we now start. Let them do, let them play. You understand? But the players that can make it into a professional settings, and it's obvious, because coach will see it, and the scouts will see it, they are the ones that basically need to bypass that. Maybe if they're playing for the first year, yeah, but enough. Continue. Nobody going to repeat that and go back. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Go get the professional settings.
Definitely.
You hear that?
Yeah, man. All right, big
All right,
up
bless up,
yourself.
love.
Appreciate that. DJ Fatal, man. What's
Yeah,
a
man.
blank for DJ Fatal? Blessing.
Oh,
Hey,
you know
listen.
what I mentioned?
Yeah.
You just to add this in, say, as much as you say with nines, them not clinical, they're not clinical, which is true, facts. Secondly, they're not getting supply enough, and it goes back to the midfield problem. You understand? We don't have a service to get the ball to them. The wingers them take more shots than actually pass.
Uh-huh.
So I think that is another problem. When Bailey was playing even at the last week, he didn't get no service. He didn't get no service when he was playing in Curacao. Anybody think about that game? If anybody watched that game, name me one of the service where came in from the wingers that would pass the ball to him in the six. None. He didn't get no service.
Facts.
The whole point I'm trying to add in, for example, is that you notice sometimes why people always like Mikel Antonio, because we don't get no service from the midfielders. Mikel Antonio used to run back and get the ball and help to bring it back up. You understand? So we need somebody that's supposed to be channeling, because all a good striker needs is 2 to 3 opportunities.
You heard what you said, though? You heard what you said? A good striker. Don't forget you mentioned that. The key point in what you said, not just a striker, but a good striker.
A good striker.
A clinical striker. Okay. As long
Clinical
as we get there.
striker.
All right.
2 to 3 opportunities. You understand? And most likely he will score one. So it's really the service. You're not getting a service, because if you say, same bit, whip a chance and miss, it's still good, but at the same time, if he's not getting no service, that's bad, because then you have to look on even the coach and say, listen, talk to your wingers them, because if you're not playing with any 10, Your wingers them need to get the ball or some service in there. You understand? Send it up there, kick it square, something.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But I'm just saying it can't be just all shots from our wingers. Our wingers need to pass the ball. That's why I think people beat FIFA sometimes, rightfully. You don't understand. So sometimes when you have the best opportunity, you shot. But if you don't have the best opportunity, pass the ball. You understand? So that is what we want for Adin say. Yeah, we midfield. We really need to connect that. All right, boss. Respect.
Right. Big up. Call back anytime. I look for it. I love the conversation. Peace. Bless you.
Yeah, man, for real, man.
Yeah?
Me check in again.
All right. Don't know.
Yeah.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's one DJ Fatal, man. Was great conversation. Great conversation. Great conversation. Great insight. He shared his point. You know, I learned a lot, and I look forward to talking to him again on some of those things that he's talking about, man. Definitely. And Jay, the downside to that is that the scholarship, I'm about to get up out of here in about 2 to 3 minutes. But just so you know, cautious. You should never be cautious. If you are signing a professional contract, you don't need no scholarship. You're a pro. That's why there needs to be a real hard line between pro and amateur. If you're an amateur, you're an amateur. If you're a semi-pro, but if you're a pro, you sign a pro contract, you're a pro. You need to start moving like a pro, operating like a pro, get your mind around being a professional athlete. Don't worry about no scholarship when you're looking for a pro contract, because scholarship is amateur football. It's not professional football. There's a difference. Respectfully. You understand? That is it. So everybody looking at scholarship to play this, yes, if you want to get your education and whatnot, but football is your thing, and you sure football is your thing, then you go for it 110%. Yeah, but if you're not sure football is going to be your thing, then yeah, take the university route so you can get yourself an education in case football don't pan out for you. But if football is what you want and you're willing to give it all you got, then you don't need college university. That's probably going to slow you down in your journey. Even though education is important. Big up to the teacher them out there. You don't know. But listen, man, this is Nexus Sports Side. We're going to continue this conversation. Fantastic conversation. If you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and hit the like button. There's going to be 2 videos up here. Yeah, past videos. You go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's free 99. It's free 99, people. Make sure you like it if you watch it on the rewatch. Blessed good morning, good evening, and good night to you. Go on, big up yourself. Big up to Orain. Orain, big up yourself. Up top, G. Yeah, man. You're never on the live stream, but you're always in the comment section talking back to me, so I appreciate that. And big up to everybody else in the comment section. You know yourself. Peace and blessings and love, yeah? One Father God. God is the greatest. And on that note, I'm going to catch you all on the next one. Big up to Jay, Jagarns, Eagles Republic, Chorus. I love the conversation that you've had with me today. Energy 876, the entire center back isn't active at their club. That's a fact. Big up to Jeremiah. Choose one or the other. Don't believe mixing locals or overseas is the way to go. We're going to have to talk about that, Jeremiah. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that one right there. Big up to DJ Fatal, Wayne Dunn. I don't think that the coaches was employed to do that. I don't think so either, Wayne. Berlin, 876 Jamrock. Owen Manning, Shaquille Turner, Andrew Gart, and a go on big up in himself, Richard Green, and a big up in himself, man, Shia Walker, everybody in the building. Love and love alone. I appreciate y'all being here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the conversation. Again, we're looking for that clinical number 9. Yeah, we need goals from our striker, not from our wingers, midfielder, but from our number 9. Big up yourself. What me say? Big up yourself. One time for the one time. I'm gonna go and big up on yourself. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend so we can all be friends. And like I said, we're spraying away negativity. This is the positivity spray. We're spraying positivity over everybody. Blessings. I'm outie. Ow. That hurt.